Hi there, I'm Karen from Trilogy Edibles, and today's DIY kit is a space themed kit. We have a star, it's going to be a moon, and then we have a little rocket ship. You'll notice that I've drawn a little circle on here. I've used what is called an edible marker to do so. So this is not ink or pencil. It is an edible marker. It's called Food Doodler, which you can get on Amazon. And so you can write on your cookies. You can even write on the icing once it's dried. But for today's purposes, we're just writing right on the cookie. So we're going to start with this particular cookie. We're going to take the colors that are in our kit. Today's colors are blue, red, black, white, and yellow. I'll just put those there. So our first one that we're going to start with is the black. And I've already opened up these bags, but again, these are the disposable bag, tipless bags that you can get online at numerous number of stores. You can also use the tips. Those are totally fine. But just remember that when you do cut the bags open, that the seam, you see the seam right there, is facing straight up when you cut the bag. Otherwise, you get that little duck-billed mouth and it gives you a funny flow. So you don't want that. You also, when you're piping, you want to make sure that that seam is up as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that little circle. I'm trying to get it in so you can see it. And we're going to again take the tip of our bag, place it down on the cookie, touch with a light pressure, and we're going to pick up. So you'll notice that it's not on the cookie, and we're going to drop that all the way around. Okay, so we have a nice little circle. I'm then just going to fill that straight in. And then I'm going to take my boo-boo stick, which is just a stick with a point on the end that has a little shovel. So if you have any boo-boos, you can scrape it off. But if you don't have that, you can totally use a toothpick. And we're just going to move that icing around. And again, today's icing is royal icing. The recipe for that is on my website at www.trilogyedibles.com. And we're just going to give a little circle. Now we're going to make that with a little light shimmer. So we're going to take our white and again, seam side up, and you're just going to place a line in the black and curve. Okay, so you have a nice line like that. And then what we're going to do is just place that over to the side. We're then going to bring back our circle, and this is the one that has the most effect, but very little know-how. So we're going to, or professionalism, not even sure what to call it. Anybody can do this. This is a very simple technique. It's just basic wet on wet, which is where we're taking both the same type of icing, which is a little bit thinner, so you get that flat coat. It's called flat icing. So we're going to outline the cookie. And you want to come in a little bit on this one, around the side, because we're going to be moving it around quite a bit. And then you're just going to squeeze and fill it in. So the last video I had you let it wait a little bit, but for today, I want you to fill it right in. Okay. And then I want you to take that black and you're just gonna do kind of like a little squirrely. It doesn't really matter that it broke. And then we're gonna put it to the side. Now we're gonna grab our boo-boo stick and we're gonna swirl like crazy. So you're just gonna swirl it around. And you want it to be going gray. You swirl one way, swirl the next. And you're gonna get those white swirly lines, which is what we're looking for. It is the top of the moon, so you gotta make sure that it looks moon-ish. And we're just gonna swirl it all the way around. Okay, so now you'll see, we'll clean off our boo-boo stick here, and now you'll see, if you give it a little shake, you get a nice moon-like feel to it. Now you're gonna come back and take your black, and you're just gonna add some dots and some circles so you can get some craters into the face of the moon. So you wanna go in and do a big circle, and maybe another small circle over here, and then some dots. And then you're going to do this exact same thing with the white. You're not going to make any craters or circles. You're just going to come in and place some white dots. And now what you want to do with your boo-boo stick is just move them around, because right now they look like perfect circles and you can't have that. So we're just going to move them around so they don't look like perfect circles. All right. And that's it. Super simple, super easy. Once it dries, voila, the moon. It's great. Love it. Okay, so we're going to put that one away. Cookie done. The next one we're going to do is our star. Well, stars are yellow, so you're going to pull out that yellow bag. Oh, got a little icing on that one. And again, seam is up, and we're just going to follow the outside of this. Now, this one is a little bit curvy, so you can follow it, or you can make your points pointy. That is up to you. I'm following the cookie. And we're just going to follow it around. Okay, and then I'm just going to push that forward, because I want it to get that crust on it to dam it up. So when we add more of the color to it, it doesn't fall over the edge, because I got particularly close to the edge on that one. So on this one, I am going to add yellow, but I'm going to add it to the bottom half of our spaceship. And I'm just going to follow it along. And I'm going to cut across here. So we're just doing the bottom half. And then I'm going to take the blue that we have. Again, seam up, touch down, and I'm just going to do the top half of the spaceship. And then the last color we're going to use is the red. Clean the tip, find my seam, and I'm going to add some stripes. And what we're going to do there is leave that one. So we're going to leave that one and move it forward. And then we're going to bring back that star. So it doesn't take long for the crust to occur, anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes. So if you're uncomfortable, you can just wait a little bit longer, but you can certainly add to this one now. Keep getting black on the base of my yellow. All right, so now what we're gonna do again, find the seam, make it face up, and we're gonna fill this cookie. So we're gonna open and squeeze. If you want to at this point, if you're not gonna use the yellow again, you can open up the bag and make the hole a little bit bigger so it flows easier. You're not squeezing so hard on your hand. But if you're gonna use it again somewhere else, keep the bag a little bit small. The colors that we're using today are a combination of AmeriColor, which you can buy on Amazon, and the other one is, oh, my brain went numb. I'll have it listed in the comments of the last one. Alan Tetrolt, right. Global Sugar Arts colors, and they're both equally good. What I like about Alan's colors is that they're very true to the color. So purple is purple, yellow is true yellow, that sort of thing. Okay, so now we have a lovely yellow star. Now we want to give it that little shimmer, so we're going to come back and grab our white again. And here you could throw on some sprinkles and be done, or get a little bit more fancy and bring out that white again, and then you're going to leave a line or draw a line on the edge of each star tip. So I'm going to start on this one and come here, there. Right, gotta make sure I'm doing the right side. And there. So again, now you just got little shimmers, and you can leave it at that. Or you can get a little bit more fancy and grab your colors again. And this time you're going to use red. And I'm going to put 2 little dots for cheeks. Right there. And then I'm going to grab my black. And I'm going to add a smile. And then I'm going to add 2 eyeballs. And I'm going to give them some eyebrows with the black. And then to give the little glint in the eye, I'm going to bring the white back, and then I'm just going to touch the white down. I'm not even pressing, there's no squeezing. And I have this cute little star with a happy little face. Isn't it cute? All right, last but not least is our rocket. And we're going to come back and we're going to fill out the bottom. So if you hadn't already filled out the bottom with a different color, you can do whatever color you want. I've chosen yellow. But as I said before, if you were using the yellow on the star, you probably didn't want to open it up because we're going to use it here as well. So then we're just going to fill that out and make sure everything moves around. And this is where I'm going to use the sprinkles that are going to come in your pack. And these ones are multicolored, just little bits of sugar in multicolors. And I'm going to put them on the bottom of my little guy here. Give it a little bit of something. Make it look like you blasted off, that sort of thing. And you can dump or you can just sprinkle. There we go. And then we're going to come over here. And we're going to put in the red. And we're going to use the boo-boo stick to move that around to make it sure that there's no air bubbles or bumps, or make it nice and flat. Now we're going to let this sit a little bit, and then we will add the blue. Where I get my cutters, mostly online. These particular cutters are just very simple cutters. So this is a rocket tin cutter that I got at probably Michael's or Joann's. The star is again Michael and Joann's, and a circle cutter can't go wrong. I have a gazillion of them and various sizes, and they're great for a multitude of different cookies. All right, so last is the blue. Now, how do I get it this dark? Let it sit, okay? So you want to put it to about 2, maybe 3 shades lighter than what you want, and then you want it to let it develop over a few hours and let it sit there. Same with the black. You make black the night before, get it to a dark gray, and then the next morning it's going to be black, black. And that way you don't have to put a lot of food coloring into it, and it doesn't have that true bitter taste. It will, however, because of the darkness of the color, change your tongue. So when somebody eats this cookie, they'll have a lovely blue, black tongue. So this is where we're going to add the top. Gonna fill that in, and then we're going to fill in this. And then we'll use our boo-boo stick, making sure that it's clean and everything is coming up. I'm currently in the basement because everybody's upstairs who's home and they're making a lot of noise. Tried to start this video 4 times, so I moved. If you're wondering where I am, I'm no longer around in my kitchen. All right, we got our okay. And then the last thing we're going to add is some teeny tiny dots to give it a little bit of fun. So again, we're not going to squeeze when we place the tip in by the blue. You just allow it to, the icing to drop. And you're just going to, little dots, kind of give it a star-like effect, if you would. And then I'm going to get the red. And we're going to go around. And there we go. And that is our spaceship. So there you have it. We have a spaceship. We have a cute little star. Put it down here a little bit closer. And our moon. Our little space DIY kit. Again, you can just load it up with icing, throw some sprinkles on it. They taste the same, but if you want to get a little creative and something different to do, this is what I suggest. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at Karen@trilogyedibles.com, and I hope you're enjoying these as much as I am making them for you. Thanks, and have a great day.